I walk in the door and ask the young, muscular attendant to break a $10 bill I've neatly folded into a square. Rex, his name tag always says. He hardly notices me. Just says, yeah, and unfolds the bill, smoothing it out real nice. He has tender, puffy hands, strong fingers, and thick wrists. Thank you, Rex. The other Sunday regulars are here. I can see. They don't look up from what they're doing. They just ignore me. They act like I'm a stranger, though I come in here every Sunday just like they do. It's funny how people you see regularly can still act like strangers. Maybe they're scared of me. They still don't know about me. Though they've seen something in my eyes these past Sundays, seen something different, something they're not used to. They wouldn't believe what it is. Looking at a 14-year-old girl with pale blue eyes her own mother won't look into. They wouldn't believe that a girl can know them like she does. But I know that's what they're thinking. You see, I'm what they call psychic. I know. I read about it in all those big colorful newspapers sold in grocery stores. Everyone's dirty laundry splashes and spins in rows of washers. I could do my laundry at home. Mother claims she doesn't mind. But I know that she knows how I can see things. I just have to touch her. Or her dirty clothes. Here at the laundromat, there's no family relation. These people are strangers in a way. They don't know I have the vision. They don't know what I can see when I use a washer or dryer after they've used it. Everything's still fresh and vivid, like a dream when you just wake up. They don't know what I can see when I touch a piece of their clothing they forget in some machine. How their lives run through my brain like a movie. For instance, there's those two guys over there. The blonde showing the brunette some ink stains in his shirt pocket. They're in here every Sunday. The blonde guy's day off. He's an elementary school teacher. The dark-haired guy, a construction worker, is a few sizes larger. I noticed that 2 weeks ago when they first came in here. I sat and watched the larger-sized Fruit of the Looms mixing with the smaller-waisted Hanes, rolling around in the hot dryer. I suspected. But when I used that washer after the blonde guy unloaded it, I felt it for sure. Now, they don't look queer, but that's on purpose. They're both so scared, especially the teacher. Scared that they'll get fired if anybody finds out. So they try and hide it and act straight like brothers. But I can see it. I watch their clothes splashing around in the big boy washer like I'm looking through the porthole of a ship. Grimy work jeans wrap around nice dress slacks. I don't know why they don't do their loads separately. Putting those sweaty construction work clothes in with dress shirts and slacks. I mean, Mother always used to do Dad's work clothes in a separate load. Before he got fired. She put ours into wash first so that Kenmore wouldn't get gross from his clothes and then not get ours clean. She owns a Maytag now. She got rid of the Kenmore when she got rid of Dad. Over there next to the queer guys is this plump woman, about 25 or 6. From an old wicker basket some relative gave her, she drags out dingy whites, men's t-shirts, old cotton diapers, thick and wide ladies' slips. She arranges the clothes in the washer so the load will balance, just like I do. When she's finished washing, she'll take her laundry home to a small room on the second floor of an old hotel-turned-apartment house and hang it on a line to dry. She doesn't like people to realize this, so I don't watch her directly. Just catch her reflection in the shiny windows of the upright dryers. She's embarrassed of being poor. I felt that the first day I came in here. The day I discovered my psychic powers. I just pulled a cloth diaper out of a machine she just used, and it all came to me, like a wash of water down a window. The cold little room, the baby girl she leaves with her mother when she comes here, the husband who sits and watches TV all night until bedtime. Her husband's having an affair with some lady from the factory downtown where he got laid off from. But this poor plump woman doesn't know about it. Sometimes I just want to walk up to her and shake her and say, "Hey, your husband's screwing some chick at work!" Of course, she wouldn't believe a complete stranger. Even the one who saved her a lost diaper that day. Besides, I have no proof. But I sense she suspects, so telling her might make her try to find out more. Today, I just watched this unhappy woman walk over and sit down on those cold vinyl seats next to the Pepsi machine while she waits for everything to get clean. She thumbs through ragged copies of Better Homes and Gardens and looks at all the nice things she knows down deep she'll never own. Her lips are sealed together, like she's afraid to talk to anyone, even to herself. I think it's pretty sad her not having enough money to even dry her clothes here. The plump woman acts almost deaf to the lady sitting next to her talking a mile a minute. She's older, about 45. She washes 2 baskets of the same polyester pantsuits here every Sunday after church from 1 to 3 in the afternoon. Every time I see her in here, she's wearing this white rosebud on her lapel to tell the world she's pro-life. Well, it must be plastic or silk or something fake, because otherwise it'd be wilted by now. She's one of those ladies who pickets abortion clinics and screams at young girls who might only be going in for a checkup. Right now she's jabbering on and on about how they use discarded fetuses to make collagen protein makeup and other crazy stuff like that. The plump woman nods every once in a while, just to be polite. Polyester lady was giving her weird speech to someone else the second Sunday I came in here. The day I touched her and felt everything about her hit me like a wave. I should have known better, but I was new at being psychic and hadn't learned to avoid touching people. I was just going over to get a Diet Coke when I accidentally bumped into her as she got up to dig some pamphlet out of that big leather purse of hers. plowed right into her. And she grabbed my hand so I wouldn't fall. And then suddenly, I felt all this pain shoot into my heart and my head, like I'd been punched. And I saw the face of a girl, one about my age, only she was thin. She had real blonde hair and a clear complexion, real clean looking and pretty. The girl was talking and saying words, but I couldn't hear them. Like when you turn the volume down on the TV. Maybe the polyester lady wasn't listening at the time. The girl was trying to say something, but she started to cry. And then I felt like whoever she was talking to, probably the polyester lady, started to cry too. And then another stab of pain. Only this time, down there. Worse than any cramps. Then the girl's face faded, disappeared. And I got the feeling that she'd run away after she told this lady. Her mother, whatever it was she'd said. Well, when the vision ended, it only lasted a second or two. The polyester lady was all red-faced and apologizing real nice. Too nice. Saying how clumsy she was and how it was all her fault. I had to sit down. Still dizzy from the vision, I felt her guide me down to the cold vinyl couch. She could see I wasn't feeling good. I didn't know better because I had to sit there and listen while she went on and on about something. I don't remember what, till I caught my breath. I thought a lot about the polyester lady after that day. I thought a lot about the vision. Decided I'd better avoid her. Stay away from the machines she uses. That lady has a lot of pain inside of her. Bitter pain. She's running around trying to save other babies because she lost hers. She's a lot like Mother. So, I just sit here in the center of the laundromat on top of a rumbling Speed Queen, vibrations humming through my thighs, almost tickling. From here, I can see everything. Sometimes I imagine it's my laundromat, and I'm watching all of my customers wash their clothes. Of course, I'd make a few changes. Take down these tacky pictures of kittens and puppies with huge, stupid eyes, and cover up this blue and green wallpaper, paint huge murals of outdoor scenes and sunsets. I'd even hire some lady dressed up nice to offer drinks and hors d'oeuvres like a stewardess. Rex could work for me. And maybe when we'd work together long enough, he'd get to know me. And see, I'm nothing to be afraid of. Well, since he never does laundry here, I've never had the chance to get a clear vision about Rex. He's always anchored behind that half door watching sports on a little black and white TV. I've been too shy to try and touch him when I get change. And I never get more than a tingle from the coins since they're not his. But things could be different The washer clicks off and slowly spins to a stop, but it's too soon. The lights. It's so quiet. Everyone in the place gives this little groan. The plump woman, the polyester lady, the queer guys, and Rex. There's just a tiny white dot on his TV screen. But they'll stay. It's just a fuse or something. These things happen. The power usually comes right back on. Just a switch somewhere has to click. Some technician has to see the problem and throw a switch. Just a stupid switch! Just wait, everyone. It'll start again. But they go to their machines. Rex, big Rex, shrugs his wide shoulders and picks up the phone. Everyone starts pulling soggy heaps of clothes from washers. Some still dirty, some still soapy. They take damp clothes from dryers. I know what this means. The queer guys. The blonde holds the basket while the brunette dumps the clothes in. Just like husband and wife. Just like mother and dad. Just like your brother and the guy who shut up! The polyester lady puts on a windbreaker and zips it clear up to her thin, tired neck and picks up the suitcase-sized purse. She's going home to the big house with the one empty room, the daughter's room, where the thick dust still smells like sweet teenage perfume, where the mother always came in without knocking, saw things she wasn't supposed to. Why can't you mind your own business, Mother? Maybe I should tell them what I can see about my visions. They can hear and learn what they really are. I can help them. Plump woman, gulping down the last of her Diet Coke. Hello, my name is Sarah, and I'm psychic. I know all about you. She stares at me, but I'll convince her. Just let me touch you, please. Just leave me your dress. I can tell you things. Her husband, he's with that whore right now, in and out like a piston. Only this lady enjoys it. Enjoys it. Of course, she knows how to do it so she won't get pregnant. I reach out my hand, like a saint would. But she's over at the washer putting laundry in a basket like the one Grandma gave Mother. She stares at me out of the corner of her eye. I scared her. Polyester lady stares at me with her eyes wide open. I reach out my hand, but she jumps. I know about your daughter, lady. I'm really sorry. She squints at me and has this funny look on her face. She's covering up. She doesn't want to be reminded. I know about your daughter. She says she has 2 sons. No girls. Almost believably. She's covering up. She doesn't want to be reminded. She tries to move past, but touch the past. The daughter in a clinic, white lights shining, burning on the stainless steel like it makes the metal hot. The man in the mask, his muffled voice, "We're going to put you under now." The smell of cold oxygen. She glares at me, almost like the plump woman did. The same expression, like they could be mother and daughter. She pulls away. That's no way to treat your daughter! She tries to go, but I won't let her go. I And then I see Rex walking over from the office. First time I've ever seen him below the waist. Muscled legs covered in faded denim. Rex. What's going on here, he says. His voice is like shrill music. I want him to talk again. The polyester lady screams. Let her go, he says. He flirts with me. He says it again. His voice is strong and deep now. He says he's going to call the cops. He's testing me. The polyester lady drops her purse, spilling white pamphlets all over the floor. And then I smell Rex. Some cologne mixed with sweat and a cotton t-shirt. And then I feel him wrap his arms around me from behind. Touch. He's beautiful inside. He would love me. He just doesn't know me yet. He wouldn't treat me like the others. His stubby fingers pry at my grip on the lady. He's trying to hold my hand, but I don't want to let go. I want to feel the flood of him inside of me. For once, I want to see the future. Our future. Where we'll live. But I'll let him hold my hand. The polyester lady scrambles to her feet, picks up her purse and starts pulling laundry from washers as fast as she can. She goes out the door with the plump woman. Stupid women! Rex rolls us over and gets to his feet. Fucking crazy chick, he says. He's teasing. But his face is wrong. He goes over the phone. He's calling someone. Mother, maybe. He's calling someone mean. Just then, some pretty brown-haired woman I've never seen before comes in and kisses the blonde queer guy. Rex hangs up the phone. I feel a chill. The heater's off. That's it. The queer guys look at me and then talk to the pretty woman with her arm around the blonde. It must be his sister. She must be a sister. There's always a sister. The blonde guy keeps shaking his head and laughing. Shut up! It's cold in here. They keep staring. I feel the warmth from the open door of the big upright dryer. Like breath from a great green mouth. I crawl inside. Inside my dryer. It's warm and damp in here.